You've heard of oxytocin? Oh, you love it because you think it's so lovely? Yeah, think again. Hello, Laci Green here for DNews. Guys, I love me some oxytocin. We've talked about this neurotransmitter before. It's that chemical that's released in your brain when you hug someone, when you're cuddling, after you orgasm, even after childbirth. It's a love hormone. It makes you feel all warm and nice inside, and it's said to promote social bonding between people. So basically, it's a hormone that makes you like people more. I mean, what's not to like there? Except that there might be one little thing that's not to like, the teensy tiny little thing of oxytocin making you feel fear and anxiety and burning bad memories into your brain. Dude, that's not cool. A new study at Northwestern that came out this week is revealing the evil side of oxytocin, which up to this point has been unbeknownst to us. The researchers took 2 sets of mice, one set without oxytocin receptors and one set with lots of extra receptors. They put the mice into a cage with aggressive mice. They were trying to stress them out, right? And then they gave them a break. And when they reintroduced the mice to the aggressive cage, the mice on oxytocin were totally freaked out. They knew it was coming, they were super stressed, and they were not having it. But the mice without the oxytocin were chill, almost like they had let go and forgot about the previous experience. The scientists think this happened because there's this little signaling molecule in your brain called the extracellular signal regulated kinase, or ERK for normal people that can't remember long words. After you have a bad social experience, that signal activates the fear pathways in your brain and it gets all crazy in there for about 6 hours after the experience. The ERK is an important part of how we regulate fear in our brains, and it appears that oxytocin activates it for even longer, which ultimately makes it harder to recover from the negative experience that you had. So this is kind of a big deal because scientists have been looking into using oxytocin to treat anxiety disorders. Like, I'm just guessing here, but it's probably not going to be very effective to give people with really bad anxiety drugs that will make their brains have really bad anxiety. It's just a hypothesis I have about this, because science. The researchers say that using oxytocin for anxiety treatment may not be entirely out of the question though, given all its other good effects that come about when the social circumstances are different. You know, when you're having sex instead of being put in a cage with a bunch of mean old mice. The key here may be that it depends on when the oxytocin is taken and what the context is. Anywho, I'm pretty sad about this fighting. Like, I thought that oxytocin was the one thing in the world that I could love unconditionally. Nothing lasts forever, guys. That's what I learned today. Thanks for joining me, peeps. And hey, if you haven't already, you should be our friend on Twitter at DNews. I swear we don't bite. Well, I don't bite. I can't say the same for Trace and Anthony. I'll see you next time.